today I am going to discuss this question which has been asked in JEE Advanced 2026 Maths. Okay. Question is like this. Let y, which is a function of x, be the real valued function defined on the interval 0 to infinity, means all the positive values of the real numbers, in which 0 is not included. Okay. Infinity is also not included because this is open interval. Satisfying y of 1 is equal to 0, means y is a function of fx. So when x is 1, that is y at point 1, the value of fx will be 0. Okay, means f at the point x equal to 1 will be 0. And the differential equation, this x into dy dx is equal to y minus x cube. Okay, this is the given function's nature. First nature is fx is 0 at x equal to 1, and second nature is when you will differentiate it, it will satisfy this equation, this differential equation. Okay, d dx of fx into x over here equal to y minus x cube, means fx minus x cube. Okay, then which of the following statements is or are true? Now why I am stressing on these lines? Because question is very simple, though it has been asked in JEE Advanced, but you can see that if you understand the question properly, it is very easy. Okay, nothing is something very difficult which already the student understand that JEE Advanced means something very difficult. No, if you know the each and every concepts regarding mathematics up to 11th and 12th class, it will be easier for you to solve the questions. You have to maintain the speed. Okay, now which of the options are correct? Now we have given 4 options and it is a multiple choice of questions. Option A is the function f has local minimum at x equal to 1 upon root 3. Option 2 is function f has local maximum at x equal to 1 upon root 3. C is the function f is increasing in the interval, open interval 1 to 2. D is if gx is another function of this type, that is 4x power 3 minus 5x square plus 3 by 2 into x for x greater than 0, again means 0 to infinity interval, then the number of elements in the set in which x is belonging to this interval 0 to infinity and fx and gx are same. Okay, then this set will contain only 2 elements, means in this set x is having only 2 values, and you have to check whether this statement is true or not, one by one, because it is a multiple choice question. So I am explaining the question because in a very detailed way, because it is a multiple choice question, so you have to keep watch on each and every options. Okay, so it's better to understand the question first and all the aspects of the given question. Okay, now we apply whatever we know one by one to check these options. So your question has given this differential equation, x into dy dx equal to y minus x power 3. So we can divide this equation by x. So what you will get? Here x will get cancelled, so dy dx y upon x minus x power 3 upon x, which in turns will give you, it will be cancelled, so x power 2. So y upon x minus x square is dy dx. So when you bring this term to the left hand side, dy dx minus 1 upon x into y equal to minus x square. Why I have done this arrangement? Because it will be similar to the differential equation of this type, dy dx plus py equal to q, where we use the concept of integrating factor as e raised to the power p dx, where p is the coefficient of y and then we can directly integrate this for give any differential equation as this formula, that y into integrating factor equal to integration of q into if, means integrating factor into dx, where q is the right hand side portion which is a function of x. So what is the format? Format is the first term is the first derivative of the y, second term is having y power 1 only, and its coefficient will be either constant or function of x, and right hand side will be only the function of x. So whenever you see this type of format, you can directly apply this concept to get the integral of this differential equation. Okay, that you know, you have learned, you have must have solved so many questions regarding this. So if you are beginners, then I am explaining the whole thing. Now in this question, our integrating factor is e raised to the power integral of minus 1 by x into dx, where why? Because here p is minus 1 upon x. Okay, and you know 1 upon x integration is log x, but minus sign is there, so minus log x. Okay, I have written again minus whatever there is in the left side of the log x will go to the power to the x, so log x to the power minus 1. Next time e and log will get cancelled, you will get x power minus 1, because e power log x is x, so e power log x power minus 1 will be x power minus 1, that is 1 upon x. So your integrating factor is ready. So you can write y into integrating factor means y into 1 upon x, integration of q means minus x square, so minus x square into 1 by x into dx. When you will simplify this one, you will get minus x dx, and after integration you will get x square upon 2 with minus sign plus c. Some constant is there for the integrating any function if you have no definite integral. So now we try to find the value of c, and in this condition we will use the given one. There is one condition was given, that value of y at x equal to 1 is 0, means it was given like this, y1 equal to 0. We will apply this. So y1 is 0 means when we put x equal to 1 then y is 0. So y is 0, x is 1, x square is 1 square upon 2 with minus sign plus c. So this will give you 0. This is give you minus 1 by 2 plus c, means minus 0 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus c. So c is 1 by 2. So in this way you are getting this equation as y upon x equal to minus x square upon 2 plus 1 by 2. In this way, now you have got the nature of fx, means y. Our y is clear. When we multiply this equation by x throughout, we can get this format. Okay, y equal to minus x power 3 upon 2 plus half x. Yes or no? Okay, so our fx is ready now. Okay, now we will deal with each of the given options. First two options are about local maxima or minima, and we know the general concept of local maxima or local minima is that we have to find the first derivative and equate it to 0, and then check the further for the second derivative. If the second derivative is negative, it will be the point of local maximum, and if the second derivative is negative, then it will be the point of local maximum, and if it is positive, it will be the point of local what minimum. Okay, so that we know, that we will use over here. Y equal to this, so y dash means first derivative minus 3 upon 2x square plus half, x is half into 1. Now we use y dash equal to 0, so this is equal to 0. You can see, so 3 by 2 upon x square equal to 1 by 2 when it will go to this direction. So negative will become positive. So x square you are getting 2 to cancel, 1 upon 3, x is 1 upon root 3. Now here I am taking only the positive value because x is lying between this interval. Okay, so here already we will just ignore the negative value. So our point is clear. Now we have to check for the local maximum or local minimum. And you know, when the second derivative, for that we find the second derivative. If the second derivative is negative, it is the point of local maximum. If the second derivative is positive, it is the point of local minimum. So let us check y double dash. Y double dash will be, since you have this one, so y double dash will be, means double differentiation of y is minus 3 upon 2 into 2x. And this will give you 0 because constant differentiation is 0. So this you are getting. So negative 2 to cancel, this 2 to, so minus 3x. So minus 3 when x is 1 upon root 3, this is 1 upon root 3. 3 and root 3 will replaced by root 3 and this minus sign is minus sign. So you are getting that this is a negative value. Y double dash is negative at this particular point. Negative shows local maximum. So our option A is false because A is saying that at point x equal to 1 upon root 3 it is the point of local minimum, but it is not so. You are saying, okay, so option B is true, okay, and A is false. First two conditions we have solved. Now we have to find whether the function is increasing or decreasing in the interval 1 and 2. For that, you know, you have to find the first derivative, and if the first derivative is negative in those intervals, it is decreasing. If it is positive in those intervals, it is increasing. So let us see. Y dash we have already got in our previous steps. So we can write it directly. Y dash is minus 3 upon 2x square plus 1 upon 2. Our interval is 1 to 2. So let us see 1.5 if I take and we just find the value. So minus 3 upon 2, 1.5 whole square plus 1 by 2. Minus 3 upon 2, 2.25 plus 1 by 2. Take the LCM 2 and if you will multiply this, so minus 6.75 plus 1, which will give you minus 5.75 upon 2, which is a negative value. And negative shows that it is a decreasing function. So option C was saying that it is an increasing function in interval 1 by 2. So we can say option C is false as it is a decreasing function in the interval, okay, for this region. Okay. Now we check for the option D. In D, it is given that gx and fx are same and x is belonging to this interval again, okay. In that case, you have to find how many x's is possible, how many solution you will get by equalizing these two terms, okay. So let us see. If gx equal to fx and gx was this in the question, so 4x power 3 minus 5x square plus 3 upon 2x equal to minus x cube upon 2 plus 1 by 2x. Because fx just now we have got y, fx is nothing but y we have got, okay. In the first part, to get the answer for the first part, we have first solved that y, okay. Differential equation solve, simplification gives y as this, y is nothing but fx, gx are same, gx was given in part D like this. You can go and check the question. If you are not sure about this, I will just show you that gx. Let us see. Option D, gx is this, okay. Okay, for x greater than 0, then the number of elements in the set, this is the set in which fx equal to gx given and x is belonging to this 0 to infinity interval, and if these conditions are fulfilled, then number of elements in this set will be 2, means only 2 values of x is possible. That you have to show. It is right or wrong, we will see after the simplification, okay. So gx equal to fx, so this is your equation. Now we just bring all this to the left side. So 9x cube power 2 minus 5x square plus 3 by 2 plus half x is x. This is 2 4 8 plus 1, 9x power 3 upon 2. When we take x common, 9 upon 2x square minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. So this gives x0 and this one 0, but x0 we will not take. Okay, we just ignore this value. Okay, ignore it. Okay, ignore it. Clear? So we will just ignore it, and we will use this one using quadratic equation, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So minus b means minus minus 10, 10 plus minus b square minus 10 square, 100, 4ac, 4 9 are 36, 36 2 are 72, 2a 18. So this will give you 28, 24, 28 is nothing but 4 into 7. So when you take out from the 4 into 7, you will get 2 root 7. So, and if you cancel out 2 from both the terms, if you take out 2, 5 plus minus root 7 or 9. We have two values in this, both are positive. 5 plus root 7 is positive upon 9, and 5 minus root 7 is also positive, because this is 5, root 7 something like 2 point something. Okay, because the moment you take 3, 3 3 is a 9, so 2 point something will be there. So 5 minus 2 point something, positive number. So we are getting two values, two positive values in this interval. As x cannot be 0, I have written in the yellow line, as x cannot be 0, option D is true, that only two values in this interval. Okay, so in the conclusion, B and D are true options and A and C are false options. Thank you.